Highness. Then sir, after that.
It's a little bit formal for here. I prefer names.
Prince Albert, Frederick, Arthur, George.
How about Bertie?
Only my family uses that.
Perfect. In here, it's better if we're equals.
If we were equals, I wouldn't be here. I'd be home with my wife, and no one would give a damn.
Well, please don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I believe sucking smoke into your lungs will kill you.
My physicians say it relaxes the throat.
They're idiots.
They've all been knighted.
Makes it official, then. My castle, my rules. Thank you. What was your earliest memory?
On Earth, do you mean?
Your first recollection?
I'm not here to discuss personal matters.
Well, why are you here, then?
Because I bloody well stammer!
You have a bit of a temper.
One of my many faults.
When did the defect start?
I've always been this way.
I doubt that.
Don't tell me it's my stammer.
It's my field. I can assure you no infant starts to speak with a stammer. When did yours start?
4 or 5.
That's typical.
So I've been told. I can't remember not doing it.
I can believe that. Do you hesitate when you think?
Don't be ridiculous.
How about when you talk to yourself? Well, everyone natters to themselves occasionally, Bertie.
Stop calling me that.
I'm not going to call you anything else.
Then we shan't speak. Are you charging for this, Doctor?
A fortune. I'll just let that brew. So, when you talk to yourself, do you stammer?
Yes. Of course not.
Well, that proves that your impediment isn't a permanent part of you. What do you think was the cause?
I don't know. Right, I don't. Yeah. I stammer. No one can fix it.
I'll bet you that you can read flawlessly right here, right now. And if I win the bet, I get to ask you more questions.
And if I win?
Well, you don't have to answer them.
One usually wagers money.
A bob each to keep it sweet. Let's see your shilling.
I don't carry money.
I had a funny feeling you mightn't. I'll stay to you and you can pay me back next time.
If there is a next time.
I haven't agreed to take you on yet. So please stand and take a look at that from there.
I can't read this.
Well, then you owe me a shilling for not trying.
To be or not to be. That can't be.
I haven't finished yet. I'm going to record your voice and then play it back to you on the same machine. This is brilliant. It's the latest thing from America. It's a silver tone. Decent? There's a bob in this, mate. You could go home rich.
You're playing music. I know. So how can I hear what I'm saying?
Well, surely a prince's brain knows what its mouth's doing.
You're not well acquainted with royal princes, are you? Hopeless.
You were sublime. Would I like a prince of the realm to win 12 pennies?
I have no idea what an Australian might do for that sort of money.
Let me play it back to you.
No.
All right then, I get to ask you the questions.
Thank you, Doctor. I don't feel this is for me. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Sir? The recording is free. Please keep it as a souvenir.
For the present, the work to which we are all equally bound is to arrive at a reasoned tranquility within our borders, to regain prosperity at this time of depression without self-seeking, and to carry with us those whom the burden of past years has disheartened or overborne. To all, to each, I wish a happy Christmas. God bless you.
An author.
Easy when you know how.
Sir?
Have a go yourself.
Congratulations, sir.
Ah, Mr. Wood. Splendid fellow. Chap who taught me everything I know. Let the microphone do the work. Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Sit up. Straight back. Face boldly up to the bloody thing and stare it square in the eye as would any decent Englishman. Shows in command.
Papa, I don't think I can read this.
This devilish device will change everything if you don't. In the past, all a king had to do was look respectable in uniform and not fall off his horse. Now we must invade people's homes and ingratiate ourselves with them. This family has been reduced to those lowest basis of all creatures. We've become actors.
We're not a family, we're a firm.
Yet at any moment, some of us may be out of work. Your darling brother and future king, the only wife he appears interested in, is invariably the wife of another.
He's broken off with Lady Furness.
And taken up with Mrs. Simpson, a woman with 2 husbands living. I told him straight, no divorced person can ever be received at court. He said it made him sublimely happy. Huh. I imagine that was because she was sleeping with him. I give you my word, this is what he said, I give you my word, we've never had immoral relations. Stared square into his father's face and lied. When I'm dead, that boy will ruin himself, this family and this nation within 12 months. Who'll pick up the pieces? Herr Hitler intimidating half of Europe, Marshal Stalin the other half. Who will stand between us, the jackboots, and the proletarian abyss? You? Well, with your older brother shirking his duties, you're going to have to do a lot more of this. Have a go yourself.
Yes.
Get it out, boy.
One of the marvels of
Modern. Just take your time. Form your words carefully.
science. I am enabled.
Relax. Just try it.
This Christmas Day to speak to all my
Do it!
We're playing music. I know. Now how can I hear what I'm saying? I'm sure the Princess Ray knows what its mouth's doing. They're not well acquainted with royal princes, are you? To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more. No, by sleep to say we end, the heartache and the thousand natural shocks, the flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation hopeless. Strictly business. No personal nonsense.
Yes, I thought I made that clear in our interview.
Have you got the shilling you owe me?
No, I haven't.
Didn't think so.
Besides, you tricked me.
Physical exercises and tricks are important, but what you're asking will only deal with the surface of the problem.
Is that sufficient? No, as far as I see it, my husband has mechanical difficulties with his speech. Maybe just deal with that.
I'm willing to work hard, Dr. Logue.
Lionel,
Are you willing to do your part?
all right. You want mechanics? We need to relax your jaw muscles, strengthen your tongue. By repeating tongue twisters, for example, I'm a thistle sifter. I have a sieve of sifted thistles and a sieve of unsifted thistles, because I'm a thistle sifter.
Fine.
And you do have a flabby tummy, so we'll need to spend some time strengthening your diaphragm. Simple mechanics.
That's all we ask.
Oh, that's about a shilling's worth.
Forget about the blessed shilling!
The king. up the hill, went up the hill, and this way.
Anyone who can shout vowels at an open window can learn to deliver a speech. Who are you closest to in your family?
Nannies? Not my first nanny. She loved David, hated me. When we were presented to my parents for the daily viewing, she'd pinch me so I'd cry and be handed back to her immediately. And then she would
Sing it.
Then she wouldn't feed me far, far away.
You don't need to be afraid of the things you were afraid of when you were 5. You're very much your own man, Bertie.
At last, sir, here's your speech. You are on air at 6. I've timed it to just under 9 minutes. The wording is fully approved. The Prime Minister will be joining you for the broadcast, which will go out live across the nation, the Empire, and to our armed forces.
Get low to hear me.
And a sieve of unsifted thistles. A sieve of sifted thistles and a sieve of unsifted thistles. Because I'm
I send to every household of my peoples this message. Spoken with the same depth of feeling for each one of you as if I were able to cross your threshold and speak to you. Myself. We have been forced into a conflict. For we are called to meet the challenge of a principle which, if it were to prevail, would be fatal to any civilized order.